Thanks. And I need you to countersign this with Chris and Kimmerway. It needs 2 director signatures.
It's Kelly Windsor, and there's no amount.
I'll fill it in later.
What's going on?
Hopefully nothing, if she's sensible.
I don't like the sound of this.
It could be awkward if she decides to make trouble over the accident, if she suggests somebody else was involved.
Meaning Kim?
Naturally, Home Farm Estates will accept no liability, but it may help if a small payment was made to ease her distress.
I don't know, you live with yourself sometimes.
Your dad would have done the same. Just sign it, Zoe. Ooh. And what do you think you're doing?
Cleaning. It's my job.
You were spying on us.
How dare you? I've never been so insulted.
Oh, come on, Betty. Everyone knows you're the eyes and ears of the village.
My conscience is clear, which is more than I can say for some folk round here. And you can do your own cleaning in future, and that goes for a pair of you.
Oh, look, Betty, I'm sorry if Steve's upset you. I'm sure we can all sort this out.
Ah, well, I'm not so sure. There's been some funny things going on here lately.
Meaning?
Well, Becky Cairns was a happily married woman until she came to work for you. And now her husband's running off to Germany. She's chucked her job in, and there's 2 more children with a broken home. I wonder if you could tell me the cause of that?
I think people's private lives are their own business.
Very noble. Well, perhaps you might like to reflect on that while you're scrubbing this place out, 'cause I won't be doing it again.
What was that all about?
You can mind your own business as well.
Will, what's happened? Are you saying she's been having an affair?
Yeah. So now you know there's nothing we can do about it, will you just drop the subject?
Suppose you expect me to side with you and Dad?
I told you I'm not taking sides, I'm staying here.
But you're still saying she's to blame.
Yeah, well, she is the one who had the affair.
And maybe he's the one who drove her to it. We both know what he can be like.
You don't understand.
Yes, I do. It hurt his pride that she had to turn to someone else for love and kindness. Maybe if he treated her better, she wouldn't have needed another man.
It wasn't another man.
You said she was having an affair.
Yeah, she was. With Zoe Tate.
All right. Bye! My mum's coming to visit.
That'll be nice.
Zoe, we are talking about a disaster on a massive scale.
Well, don't you like your mum?
Yeah, I love her. She just can't stop criticising me. Nothing I can ever do can ever be as good as my brother Colleen. He's a hospital consultant who lives in a nice detached house with a nice fiancée who can speak 4 different languages and who likes to save endangered species in her spare time. Well, I can't compete with that, can I?
Well, you don't have to. I'm sure she loves you as you are.
Zoe, you do not know my mum. Well, she's not going to like Mandy, is she? What about when she sees where I'm living?
I think you're overreacting.
Zoe, I am doomed.
If you could concentrate your mind on our problems, I was hoping you might sort through some of the applications for the receptionist job.
Can't think about that now.
Well, you'll have to, because ever since Betty walked out, we're more short-staffed than ever.
Look, this could get worse. If I can't think of another way of deflecting my mum, I might have to emigrate. See you later. Thanks, Sue. Sue.
I don't want to go to Germany. I just started making new friends here. And who'd look after Delilah if I was gone?
I'd say that was the least of your worries.
Don't see why my life has to be ruined just because Mum and Dad are splitting up. It's not fair.
Yeah, well, life isn't fair. You should have realised that by now.
Zoe's place is big enough. Maybe Mum and I could move in there.
You wouldn't. Not after what they've done.
Don't know why you're so shocked.
It's disgusting, Emma. I made sure Zoe knows exactly how I feel.
But if she really cares about Mum...
Yeah, well, she doesn't. She dropped her as soon as Dad found out. And that shows she must have been ashamed of herself.
Doesn't sound like Zoe. I saw a lot of her when I used to go to the surgery. She was always really kind to me.
I can't understand why you're trying to defend her. It's her fault we're in this mess.
Is it? Maybe I'd like to hear her side of things before I make any judgments.
Stay out of it, Em. You'll only make things worse.
What are you doing here?
I needed to talk to you.
Well, some other time, eh? My cleaner's left, so I've got a lot on right now.
I could help.
No, I don't think that would be a good idea.
You never used to mind me helping around the surgery.
Does your mother know you're here?
No.
Well, then I think you should go home and talk to her about it.
No one talks in our house. They just shout. My mum and dad are splitting up.
Yes, I know. I'm very sorry about it.
Are you? I guess you knew long before me.
Is that what your mother said?
I only know what Will's told me.
Well, then you probably think that I'm the villain.
I'm giving you a chance to put your side in.
No, thanks.
My whole life is being turned upside down. Being asked to choose between my parents. And no one will talk to me about it.
Emma, I really like your mum.
So why have you turned your back on her?
Because it's better for both of us.
If you really loved her, you'd stand by her.
I never did. Your mum was going through a bit of a bad time and I was just there to listen to her and to give her some comfort.
It's not how Will sees it.
Whether you believe it or not, the truth is your mother was looking for love and she came to the wrong person.
Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. Maybe if I explain things to Will, he'll stop blaming you for everything.
Haven't you done enough damage without starting on my daughter?
I wanted to come here. I needed to know the truth.
Well, you won't get that from her.
You've wrecked my marriage, my whole life.
No, you and your husband did that. It's just easier to blame me.
Come on. Taking you both home.
Zoe.
Yeah, you better go. There's nothing more to say.
And from now on, you just stay away from me and my children.